the two houses are coming back together. Yah says they would do that. He says they would do that. He's going to put his word in their hearts. Now, granted, his word is in everybody's heart. Everyone knows to worship Yah something. They say something on the outside of himself, worship God. No, they know to worship Yah. But whether through their culture they learn, some say I was born a Catholic and I was raised a Catholic and I died Catholic. I was Buddhist, I was Taoist, I was Shintoist, all the isms and all that stuff. You know what? Yah says you're not going to be guilty. I mean, you're not going to be innocent. Every man knows you get that age of accountability. You have a free will, but his word's already in your heart. How do you know? Like it says in the book of Tehillim or Psalms, as a deer panteth for the water, so my soul longeth after thee. Or put it this way, when I was in the Marine Corps, in the field and stuff, whether war or whatever, right? When you're thirsty, you got this, they call it this animal instinct or sixth sense or whatever word you want to apply. And there's water somewhere, you can sense it. You sense it. And you keep sensing it, whether you dig down in the ground or follow it out to, you finally run into a stream or whatever, and whatever, it's there. But when you find it, you're satisfied. This is Yah's word. But some people have gone the wrong way. They have that sense to come to Yah. They may not know they're coming to Yah. And some eventually come. Some know, but they go the other direction. They may turn to a different God by way of martial arts or the way they live and all that, but they don't come. So Yah says they're without excuse. But he knows, everybody knows to come to him. He's calling all of his children back. He says in the book of Romaiah or Romans, he says, yet Israel shall be saved. What does it mean? It doesn't mean the land of Israel, which is plenty and the land is fertile and stuff. That doesn't mean that those people in Israel today are the Israel of Yah. It doesn't mean that. It just means that when our ancestors left the land or they were scattered because of their disobedience, the land was fertile or fertile, whatever you want to call it, whatever word you want to use. And the people who moved up in there knew the land. They took the Mezerites or those black Hebrew children who knew the ancient Hebrew language, right? And they learned from them, right? And the Mezerites, anything that acknowledged Yeshua or Yahushua or Yahusha, wrongly renamed Jesus, they removed. And anything that honored the true name of God, they removed. What do you mean? They replaced it with the name of Baal or Baal. I don't see Baal as much in there. It's called Lord, whether it's all capital letters or capital L, small case letters, or all small case letters. They replaced his name, anything dealing with the Messiah and his father, they replaced with the word Lord and God. The word God is not even a Hebrew word. It's from Germany or from Europe, meaning the goat. I have problems even when I say God. You know what I mean, but as I grow closer and closer to Yah, I'm getting away from the word God because he's not a goat. Okay? Christians worship the holidays that Satan is over all these holidays. Okay? He's over this matrix. Okay? And he have given them the world to follow. When is the last time you saw a group of people who do their best and call on the true name of Yahuwah, and his son Yahusha? When was the last time you saw a stadium packed out with people, true Israelites from the 12 tribes, Hebrews, who have come back to the Mashiach, who come back to his father Yahuwah or Yahu or Yah? When's the last time you seen a stadium packed and praising Yah? A stadium, just one stadium. Not stadiums all over America and the world that watches football or soccer, which they also call football, or rugby. When's the last time you saw people rejoicing? Most likely ain't going to happen until the Mashiach comes. Everyone's rejoicing. Are we going to be in a stadium? No. We're just going to be all together glorifying him. Okay? Christians worship these holidays that the Catholic system, Illuminati, the Masons, and Satan, who's over all them, have given them and the world over. He never named his people, as I said earlier. He never named them Christians. He never named them, Nazarene. The people named them that. He named his children Israel. Israel are those people, I give, every time I go to church, I give, donate so we can help those people. No, he didn't say donate to a nation that calls himself Israel, okay, to those who are not Israel. How do you know? Go to Hasatan chapter 2, verse 9. Hasatan chapter 2, verse 9. It reads, I know your works and pressure and poverty, yet you are rich, and the blasphemy of those who say they are Yehudim, or Jews in your version of the Bible, and are not, but are a congregation of Satan. What do you mean? They worship Satan. What do you mean? They have two books. They say is the oral interpretation that Yahuwah gave to Moshe on top of Mount Horeb, which is also called Mount Sinai, and he gave them, really? If he gave it to them on top of Mount Sinai, why did they write the book in Babylon when they were in captivity? And also, they wrote a Jerusalem book also. They're both called the Babli or the Babylonian and the Jerusalem or Jerusalem Talmud. If these are the oral writings, these are the oral things that he gave to Moshe. No, the scripture says Yah talked to Moshe and Moshe wrote it down. In Revelations 3:9, it also says, see, I am giving up those of the congregation of Satan who say they are Yehudim and are not, but lie. See, I am making them come and worship before your feet, and to know that I have loved you. Okay? Did you know also that those so-called Jews in Israel today, they're not Israelites, they're not Hebrews, like the original Hebrews who were of color, which were the slaves that came throughout the world in the Americas and assimilated into all the races. Did you know that they denied a Mashiach? They said they're still waiting for their Mashiach. Did you know they don't really practice the Torah? They only use the Torah when they feel like it. That's not in Scripture. Yah didn't say to do that. He never said, to deny the Mashiach. They deny him. Judaism practices worshiping Satan. Period. Read the scriptures and study so that you can know the truth and you will be free in his word, as he says in his word.